everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and I got some weird decisions to make today. The first of which is to just wipe out this entire factory. Because I've been thinking about it and going, it's great having all these productivity modules, but I would probably... I've angered the gods. I would probably be doing better to be doing things faster and more efficient than what I'm currently doing. Because these are making the most efficiencies, and it'd be better to just get that sorted. So right now, everything's just a little bit angry at me. That's okay, it'll calm down. But yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I've got a lot of things that are rather inefficient, and I could like increase efficiency and just speed them up to be super fast. And that would probably be better. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that today. Because, yeah, these are going pretty well, but, you know, wouldn't it be better to just make them faster rather than make more of them? And I think the answer to that is, yes. Also, we're going to stop using so many Beacon 3s. Because quite frankly, I don't need Beacon 3s. As the new strategy is, well, Beacon 3s and also other related things. So the idea is these are going to go super fast now, and that's great. And these should be going so fast that it should sort of catches up with everything else. And that is preferable to everything else going on. So that's my new plan. And we will be doing that all throughout the base today. We have shut down power here, so that was a minor mistake, but it's back up and running now. So, other things we need to do is we're going to stop using Beacon 3s so much. We are still going to have a few of them, but quite frankly, because Beacon 3s require black circuits, that's slowing down other parts of the factory, so I don't want to do that too many more times. We do still need to improve glass, and we will get onto that in just a moment. But other things we want to do is I actually want to, and this is going to be a controversial thing, destroy all these science stations. Because they've got all the really good research packs in them. So this is going to absolutely anger the factory. Yep. I know. I know, you're upset. I get it. So we're going to just delete all of this, which is going by the same rules. Like, I would rather have these running at maximum efficiency rather than these productive module ones. So what my real question is, once I get some of this madness out of the way, is can I make one of these that just gets rid of modules? And I oh, I didn't know those were there. Modules. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a go. Prod? Okay, maybe not. Okay, probably not. So what we're going to do is we are going to delete this. Don't worry, this will all make sense in a moment. Because we only want to do ones that we're using the big, expensive modules. There's no reason to do anything else. That's my logic that I'm going with now. And now that we've got that, we are going to delete this one. Despite how scary it may look. And then we are going to craft it again. Because we've got all these big expensive modules, and why aren't we using them properly? That's what I reckon. And then of course we will need to fix all these last little bits and pieces, but that won't take too long. Because when they'll go back into the system, they will... No, I want those. When they all get taken back into the logistics network, it'll be fine. Now that does also mean these I probably want to be passive, passive, passive. I probably want that to be passive as well when I get a chance. So that can go away as well. So what we may be better off doing there, rather than passives the way I just did them, passives like that. And then maybe it'll figure itself out. I don't honestly know too well, but we'll get something sorted there. Yeah, and that'll do well. That'll do fine. In fact, we don't even need those. We don't need reds in there. Okay, cool. So that just unloads a whole bunch of things all over the place. And these are all running at maximum efficiency. So that should make that more beneficial for my time. Good. Okay, one more thing out of the way. Now we want beacon 2s. For some reason we don't have those, so why not? Today's thing has been started off with just absolute bedlam, I know, and I'm sorry for that, but I think this will be all for the best. I was watching another streamer, just got to get his name right, because if I'm going to reference him, I'm going to reference him correctly. Just a moment. It was Otaku Showboat. I was watching his stream of SeaBlock, and he does far better than I do and far better designs, but he did actually have like a lot of productivity modules, speed modules, and I was like, oh, you know what, that's probably a better way to run things. So I thought I'd give that a go, and I played around with it in trials for a bit, and it was like, oh yeah, this is much more efficient. So let's grab these. Now previously it was only wanting 10 of these. I'm going to up that to 50. Now of course these will be requiring blue circuits, and those are expensive, but as a long story short, they will be more beneficial having them. That literally doesn't need to exist, but it does anyway. We can get rid of those. We can get rid of a few things actually. We made a right mess of things just then, but that's okay. And we're going to probably use less speed module 3s unless they're really required. Okay, so blue science is all well and good. It's all being produced well, but we really need more of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some speed module 0s because they are cheap and easy to make. We can make infinite numbers of those. So let's take infinite numbers of those. Productivity module 3s though, we do still want a lot of them, but we're going to be a little bit smarter on how we use them. I know I'm genuinely surprised. I'm going to try and be smarter as well. But you know what? It's fine. See, these are just going to be constantly crafted. They're not a problem. I can grab these speed modules. I can go nuts with the beacons. And what I might also do is have a little factory. Does this actually link to anything? Almost. Okay. So these are making the 2s. Okay. So what if we did something like this, except not that, and made the harmonic... They're not called harmonics, are they? They're called something else. Crystal? Okay. Crystal splinter tuning. Make that happen. Just power it, please. So we want to make sure that we've got enough of these forever. And we are also going to connect them to the Roboport network. So that way we always have lots of beacons. And I think that's good. Of course, we have expanded the Roboport network again, and not quite what I wanted to do, but it's good to get those things that are long out of the way. When green comes through, it's going to snatch that up. We shouldn't need too many 3s. Is it worth getting more though? I'm going to go on no for now, but we may change our minds on that. Okay, so glass. Now glass is doing alright, but it could be doing better. We're going to do a couple of things here. First off, we're going to split this to be over here. And so that way... Oh, actually let's go one more down so that way we can twist it back into there. And like that. Great. But that's good, but the problem is we're running out of... Hello. What is it? Oh, it's a chocolate biscuit. Thank you. It's very dark in my room. My wife gave me a chocolate biscuit and I could not tell what it is. That's who I am as a person, I suppose. So we're going to pop these down and we're just going to speed module them all up. And that'll increase speed to some degree. So hopefully enough. But we're also going to, and this is probably where you want to use the module 3s, but quite frankly, beacon 3s, but quite frankly they are too expensive and I don't want to encourage too much more of that. But of course, speeding these up to 90% faster is it's still good. And I think we still need more of these, so we will get more of them. As is tradition, when you need more things, get more things. So it's a little bit messier, but it's going to be less harmful on resources for my base. And that's really my main goal right now. Just speed them up. So hopefully that should be producing a ton of glass. And really making sure my science gets through fast enough. We may have problems with sulfuric acid if we go too fast, but that's just the price of progress, I reckon. Like these are slowing down a little bit, so the only correct answer is just add more beacons. So I've called this episode Beacons for Days on Twitch. If you can figure out why, there's no real prize, because it's pretty obvious. Because we're building beacons for days. But yeah, this is a lot more glass. And sure enough, this starts... No, it's... I thought it was sulfuric acid that was suffering, but it's actually the sulfuric hydroxide. Fascinating. I didn't know we'd have problems with that, but clearly I wasn't wrong. I never said that we wouldn't have problems with it, I just didn't think we would. But that's going along pretty well. We should have plenty of sodium hydroxide, so that shouldn't be really too much of a problem. Plenty of sodium bicarbonate. Where is sodium carbonate? The bio, is it, how many carbs? One carbonate. Monocarbonate. There's some chemistry teacher looking at me somewhere going, that if it doesn't say, you can't just add prefixes to it. And I say to them, I'm not a science teacher. And they say, well, obviously. And then we get into a fight about it. That's life. Nothing should be going into purple. It should just go straight into green. Great. Okay, so lots of glass going out. That's still what we want to see. And this is still a bit slow. Why? Why you be slow, boy? Still want more sodium, huh? You're a hungry sodium lad. Wait, how much sodium do these things need? 4, okay. So maybe stack inserters is the correct answer here. Oh yeah, that's chewing them up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should do well. Now the problem is we're making too much purified water. There's always something, isn't there? Sorry, I'm not complaining. It's better to produce a lot of stuff than not enough, I suppose. And that's getting rid of the purified water fairly effectively. Great. So glass is doing well. Sodium carbonate is doing all right. Ooh, actually, I don't think it is. It's looking close to alright, but it's not okay. So what we're going to do is just chuck speed modules down one of these lines, speed these bad boys up. Everything's bad boys, I've noticed with me. Like, there's no good boys in this factory, just bad boys. We probably need to speed up these as well because they're actually designed to be working at a particular speed. Yeah, that's going backwards, so we would be running out of sodium carbonate at this rate. That's alright. That's why we're making everything go fast. Gotta make everything go fast right now. Okay, how's science going now? Hopefully, real good. Glass is still kinda struggling. At least, well, they're struggling too bad. Ah, looks like they're going alright. They're it's making plenty of stuff. There's like 1,000 blue science in there, so you know what, I call that a win. Okay, so next thing I want to speed up in that same sort of way. These are probably fine. I could speed them up further, but nah. Now these are using productivity module 1s, and I think that's cool, but I would rather not do that. So let's turn these off for a second. Get rid of these fast inserters for now. And we're going to get rid of, say, 2 of these. Just ditch that. Oh dear. They'll probably go into a place that's useful, but let's not tempt fates, you know? They'll probably go somewhere where they will actually be able to be... Oh, there's titanium on the belt as well, huh? Exciting. Okay. Then we want to speed these up to be 3s, but we can't do that just yet, so let's go grab some 3s. I don't think it's going to be many. These can go away as well. Quite frankly, these are the things that made me realize how we were doing this wrong. Oh, and delete those. Cool, so they should be going super fast. No, I want productivity module 3s. I don't want many of them, but I do want some. Now, I don't think we've got many here, because things are a bit slow right now with a lot of these things being consumed in other places. But, I mean, in theory, we could also just take these ones for now. We can always boost the speed later. Don't worry about it. I know it looks scary. It'll be fine. These are going right now. Yes, they are. Good. Because if we can get top priority on blues, that should make things faster for everyone. And quite frankly, they are actually going at a decent speed right now, which is concerning. Oops. Okay, you know what? Almost got me again. I think it did get me again. No, that's fine. And we're just going to chuck more of these down. Oh! Well, hello, Dagoo. Thank you for the applause. Strange, but thank you. Speaking of strange, you didn't mention last time, I think you'd already logged off for the time, but have you seen What If? Because What If was great. I was surprised it wasn't a train. It usually is a train. Speaking of trains, I almost got hit by one. Oh my goodness, the latest episode of What If, so good. The first episode, disappointing. In every episode since has been just better and better and better. And this last one just, as my friend says, was absolute chef's kiss. Because so good. Oh, stop it. I didn't know that's what I wanted from that show, but it's absolutely what I wanted from that show. Okay, so these still need to be sped up quite a lot, but that's okay. That'll. Hal, did you? You've done that twice now, haven't you? Oh, got some titanium in there as well. Neat. Oh, look, I agree. I think that's definitely something that's going to happen. I don't think it's just going to... There's going to be something that ties everything together at the end of What If. I don't see it being any other way, but maybe it won't. Maybe everything is just standalone. No. Gosh. But I don't believe everything's going to be standalone. Okay, so we have actually slowed down blue production, which is not quite what I wanted to do. But we can still make it faster. A season every year is going to be interesting. I mean, I don't know for how many years is the real question, but I could take 9 episodes of that every year, right now. I mean, wait until I get bored of the concept, I suppose, but right now I'm pretty excited about more of it. What if they had more episodes? It's the real question we've got to ask ourselves, isn't it? But the first episode was dull. The first episode was like, what if we just did this movie a second time? Yeah. First one was, yeah, just what if they did the first movie again? And it's like, what if you did something more interesting, guys? And then it was like, oh no, what if, you know, slight changes? I was like, okay, better. And then they just went crazy from there, and I love it. And I adore it, and I want more. Yeah, exactly. I'm still not okay with Nebula call. Well, look, I was about to say Nebula calling T'Challa Cha-Cha. I'm not okay with that. I'm just uncomfortable. Not in a good way. But I mean, every episode's just gotten better and better. What if Nebula made me uncomfortable? Should have been the name of that one. These could probably be... Yeah, that's true. I was confused about the blonde hair, and then my wife's like, well, it's because she doesn't have the big cybernetic plate on her head. And I'm like, oh, it would have been pre that. Okay. So that confused me for a while. Okay, so we are getting a lot of stuff manufactured faster and hopefully more efficiently. This science is going to be coming out in a much more rapid fashion. Thanos being a good guy was great, especially since he didn't... Like, he was still an inch away from still being the Mad Titan, and that I loved the most. He was still like, yeah, but my plan would have worked. Like, I would have done some great stuff if I had just, you know, killed everyone. And I absolutely adore the Mad Titan still being like, yeah, but, you know, kinda had a point. And I find that absolutely hilarious. Like, it was really just him being a good guy and then also failing at being a good guy. You know what? I realize we could... No, never mind. I was about to say we could make more blue science, but we've literally already done the thing that would make more blue science. These are... What are we needing? I think we're just needing more blue chips, which we were trying to speed up, but I fear we have slowed them down by mistake. Which is the complete opposite of what I wanted to do, but that's alright. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it, but the outcome of the Doctor Strange fight was great. I don't want to spoil it for anyone because it was absolutely worth... Anyone who likes Marvel stuff and that sort of thing, definitely worth their time, is how I feel about it. We could probably get a bit more space in here by doing this as well. Oh man, I would love to see Shang-Chi, but our country's in lockdown, so we can't. As soon as we can see Shang-Chi, we're going to, but I have no idea when that's going to be right now. So, enjoy it, please. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Okay, I think one of the slowdowns is we need to have stack inserters, which would make sense in a sense because we are going super fast. I don't think they are this time. I think they only did that for Black Widow, and I think they're not wanting to do that necessarily again. For some reason. Something about lawsuits. Okay, so we have increased blue circuit production now, I'm pretty sure. No, I think they were doing it as an experiment with Black Widow, but they weren't going to do it with Shang-Chi. I think in future they might write it into all their contracts, but it wasn't written into the Shang-Chi contract, so they're not doing it right now. They might do it later. Oh god, guys, stop. Stop. I don't want it. But yeah, we'll see how that goes, I suppose. Now, I believe I did have resin problems, which you could probably go deal with now. And then I know we've got sulfur problems for stupid reasons, so that's probably worth fixing as well. How is science going? Is science... I would have thought science is actually being at a good speed now, but... Actually, I think it's alright. We could still have faster glass, I feel. Yeah, glass is still not great. Hey Darkrail, how you doing? I have gone mad with the power of beacons today, if you haven't seen. Literally all of them. With the power of beacons, I am just beaconing everything. I'm trying to increase productivity with modules and then beacon the speed right out of them. So that's where I'm at. Is this a good idea? God no, but I'm doing it anyway. Because that's what heroes do. Now, I wanted sand for some reason. I don't remember quite why. I'm sure I'll remember in a moment. So we're running out of formaldehyde, which is not great. It's probably due to all the plastic that I'm creating. Because we should be getting it from here. But as we are burning a lot of it away, resin is a bit shockingly bad right now. So, we have a few ways of fixing that. One of them is just, what if we had more... that one's methanol, and then that also makes... Okay. So I could... No, that's a bad idea. Well, I could make methanol with this and then ferry it only to here. It would do the job, I suppose. That's also probably a bad idea. Or we could... Yeah, the problem... Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, beacons... Okay, here's the plan. We put a beacon in between each one. A beacon for every house. What we're going to do is this. There's literally a pipe that runs through that. It's disappointing. Who suggested that pipes run through things like that? Who was the idiot that made a pipe do that? As usual, I was that idiot. That's alright. Well, actually, I could just go... No, it's like that for a very specific reason. Because the idea is every two... you chuck them down. And that'll give me some nice, 60% speed bonuses or so. Which is pretty good. Sure, it'll make a few things break, but, that's life. Sure, it's going to give me massive power problems, but that's okay too. I reckon part of the problem we have now is not enough hydrogen. It's not what I was gonna say, but it is also true. Really? Hydrogen? Alright, well, let's find some more hydrogen, I suppose. Because clearly we're not stealing enough of it. And now, I wonder if hydrogen is being burnt off here. And it does look like it is. So what we'll do... is we will... Is that going anywhere? Kind of. Okay. So what we could do is maybe move those out another notch. Move that to here. And then we could move get hydrogen elsewhere. More hydrogen! The way of the future. Sorry lads, she's married to hydrogen! Okay. Okay, so has that meant more... Oh, the base has added those in? Great. Now we should have more hydrogen coming in. Can't productivity module these, that's a shame. Would if I could. But I can't, so I won't. So where was that hydrogen that I just connected up? Now there are other ways to get hydrogen, of course. It is the gas of the future. What I might do actually is also connect it this way. Oopsie doopsie. I don't know why I say oopsie doopsie. It's because I'm trying to be cute actually, so I know exactly why I do it. I'm trying to be adorable and cute, which fails for so many reasons. I don't even think I need to state the first one. Alright, so that should push more hydrogen through there. And hopefully... Let's do another one. Because the more hydrogen we can push through it, the faster we'll get this stuff. And we are still missing on catalyst frames. Fascinating. I am literally surprised we still have catalyst frame problems. I guess the earlier resources are being used now, so that makes sense. That is Bottleneck, I believe. It is a mod called Bottleneck, and it's very good because it tells you where you're screwing up. It's a little bit delayed, I've noticed. So see, this is going right now, but it hasn't updated to green yet. Now it's green, but now it's also stopped running. So you know, it's a little bit delayed, but it's still very good for realizing when you've made mistakes. Well, when things aren't coming through quite as well as they should be. Okay, we probably don't need any more of those catalyst frames. He says, knowing he'll need more soon. Hydrogen's still a problem. Okay, well, let's go find more hydrogen. I reckon all this hydrogen is probably just got like full amount of hydrogen out of there. Ain't even being touched. And you know what they say, if you find hydrogen not being touched, you go touch it. That's how people die in explosions, by the way. Touched by a hydrogen atom. Alright. We're going to go up this way. Going to just put some sand across there. Move that up here and then just run it straight through there. So that way more hydrogen comes through the base and it should be good. Oops. Awesome. Now we don't want it to connect to the other hydrogen pipe because otherwise it all gets backed up further. We just want a completely separate hydrogen line. Which can probably even... Yeah, going to be controversial here, but can probably even come through here. I don't know if that's actually controversial, but it's probably good. So it looks like this wasn't getting any hydrogen. Should have been getting some, but it wasn't happening. And then it gets sucked into the main base, which is fine. Alright, that's more hydrogen coming in. Looks like resin's being made now, so that was really what we were after. As long as resin's being made and plastic is high, then I'm pretty happy, honestly. I don't like that flare stack is so far over that way. Like, that should really be there, and that should be there. So that way most of the hydrogen should go through up here. And that way, you know, the base continues to use the hydrogen rather than just vent it. Now it'll still vent a lot of hydrogen, and I'm okay with that, but that should allow my plastics and resin to be doing fairly well. See, now we're running into carbon dioxide problems. That's fine. Like, that's just... Seems like these need to be boosted. Okay, that's fine. We can boost those. How are we going to boost them, though? Oh, with beacons. That's how we do everything around here these days. It's literally how I solve every one of my problems. Okay. So, we've got the wood, but we're just not turning into charcoal well enough. So, yeah, some beacons will do the job. We've run out of beacons. Well, I mean... He's gone mad with beacons! The power of beacons shall set us free from this Iron Age thinking mentality. Now, you know what? I don't need algae farms. I really don't, but thank you anyway. Get out of here. Don't need electrolyzers either. Here comes a bunch of sand. And we should have, like... I was going to say we should have like 30 beacons, but we've got one. Now, one beacon, needless to say, is not really close to 30. They're very similar very different numbers, I've noticed. I find it a bit strange. I would have thought we'd have like way more red circuits in here. So why is red circuits going slowly? Oh god, this is always the question I hate to ask. Because green circuits are going slowly. Why, pray tell, are green circuits going slowly? It's going to be one of those dumb things like, oh, you don't have enough iron. Oh, it is literally I don't have enough iron. Oh boy. Why do I not have iron? I should have tons of iron. Okay, what's wrong with my iron mines? You know what? It probably wouldn't do bad with a couple of beacons. Little... not beacons, modules. Okay, well let's chuck some modules in there. I mean, Lord knows I got enough of them these days. It's only going to be like a small percentage increase though. I don't really know if that's going to really add a lot to my good times. Yeah, mineral sludge is low. It's not great. Are these going alright? These going fast? They're going okay, I suppose. Could be better. If I remember rightly, we were having problems with sulfur here. Like the sulfur is just not being consumed fast enough. So that's probably also meaning less acid, and probably also meaning, by extension, less other good stuff that I can't remember what it's called. Just more good stuff. We need more good stuff. That's what I'm saying. I mean, see, like, these are doing their best, but we need more. They're backing up, they're not working. Well, they are working. Okay. Then we're going to do something stupid, and we're going to make a whole line of these. Thank you. In true stupid fashion, these didn't build. Okay, we're going to need more oxygen. That's okay, I know where we can get heaps of oxygen. And we're going to need to put these in here. And then of course we are going to need to split these, like that's actually a critical fact of this. So that'll probably make oxygen run out pretty quickly, and also make water run out pretty quickly if I had to take a guess. But it also should mean that we're using our sulfur better, and also making more acid, which is really the idea. Sure enough, oxygen's crapped out. Well, that was predictable. So, just going to find a line of oxygen that is not being tapped, which is that one. And remember, you always got to tap that oxygen. As they say. I got a lot of breathing to do. Another thing they always say. Don't know why I did it that way. I clearly wanted to do that. That should push a lot more oxygen into here. I mean, look, this has got full sulfuric acid now, so that's cool, I suppose. So what we might do, just to try and balance this out a bit, is something like this. And what if we run it down here? That's got its own sulfur issues. Got a bunch of sulfur places all over the place, which you'd think is good, but it's also confusing. I mean, it's good. We do need sulfur to be all through the base. And if we can connect it a little bit better, maybe it will help. That's the theory. Because I mean, if you make a lot of sulfur, it's always going to be used. And sure enough, it looks like these are actually going a little bit more effectively. Okay, so with that, we're using sulfur more. Does that actually mean we make iron more? Probably not. I don't know why I did that in hindsight. Because really what we need is just more... Well, we were going to put some beacons and try to increase the percentage by like, what, 4%? Immediately as I say that, I'm like, I see the problem there. 8%. 8% iron is, it ain't shit. That's what I'm saying. You know, you can do it, but why? He says, literally doing the thing he's questioning why he's doing. That's the sort of confused mindset you get on this channel, I suppose. Although, 12% productivity, not actually looking that bad, is it? Productivity is actually not bad for one line, and then if you do it a couple more times, I mean, I still need more beacons, obviously, and that's usually a problem of sorts, but I mean, it's more iron. Other alternatives is I could increase the productivity of let me just do these. I'm not too worried about increasing productivity here, like it should be fine. Okay, but we do still need a lot more iron. So we could increase productivity, as I was beginning to say, of this here. It'll require a little bit less iron, and we speed it up as well. I don't hate the idea. So let's do that too. Just holding sulfur, don't like that. And I've lost my own mall. You'd never lose a mall, that's bad. And this is the electronics assembly machine, so we want some of them. We got 4 new beacons, that's nice. Wait, how many of those do we need? Let's see, reds and blues. Okay, so it is consuming more blues, which is slightly more problematic, but we'll get there. But if we can get the green circuits to be made faster, then that will be good. So, unfortunately, we don't really have the beacons to make them that much faster. What I could do... Okay, we're going to do something stupid now. Which is something that I say a lot, and it's usually true. It's usually when you say I'm going to do something stupid now, then you do something stupid, and everyone's like, well, he did warn us. And that's where you want to be in life. You want to be telling the truth at all times. Okay, output priority that side, output priority this side. Now you may wonder why I'm doing this. This is really just continuing what we already had. Well, for now. But then we do this. Okay. Then we don't have as many productivity modules as I would like to continue doing this, I suppose. That's okay. We'll just go for one for now. And just lots of beacons. Characters in the way? Well, character, get out of the way. Oh, okay. The important thing about putting beacons down is you do actually need to put the speed modules in them. Now, in theory, this should be making a lot. And output priority is that side. Now, it's doing alright. I would love a few more productivity modules in there, like the really good ones. But it is making more than what I had before, I believe. And you know what? Those are still too slow. So if we add more productivity modules, that one alone should be doing a ton. That's the plan. Oh, and of course we need to... Doesn't it combine them at some point? Does it just not happen? I don't think it happens. Okay. Well, we'll do that too. And when iron recovers, then it'll be good. Not sure why iron's collapsed in the first place, though. That's still actually a perplexing question. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing. If you say I'm going to do something stupid, people go, well, you know, it's kind of status quo, honestly. Kind of what I was hoping for. Because otherwise, that's just, you know, standard day. Alright, so that should... I just want them coming through here as much as possible. Now I want to find some more productivity modules that I can steal from somewhere else. And we will of course be doing the same treatment with this very soon. I don't know if this is going to actually be super helpful, but we're certainly going to try. Actually, do we have... Let's just have a look for a second. What do we have in the way of productivity modules here? We actually have 150 of them. Okay, well, can I have them? Because I want them. Give me like, I don't know, all of them. This is not a request, it's an order. We're going to need to grab some more speed modules as well. That's going to be required for the bullshit to really take flight. We've got 4 more beacons too. That's okay, we'll get a lot more beacons very soon. I was avoiding using beacons for the longest time that I could, but now I'm just like, screw it, let's just use beacons. What happened to Chrome? That's a problem. Well, it's not actually in some ways. In other ways, it just means science is being done in different places. My power has absolutely shit the bed, however, and that is actually a problem. What happened to my power? Like, I should be having 5 gigawatts. What? Is that why? How long has this been a problem for, I wonder? I bet I know how long it's been a problem for. No, how long has this been a problem for? That's not connected to anything. Sure, but that's not that much power, is it? Oh, this is also not connected to anything. Okay. Cool. How long has that been the case for? Something oh, you know what? I reckon it was when I... Nope, I don't know what I did to cause that happening. Well, either way, it's gonna be better now. So let's go back to my green facility. Oh, that looks like it's actually doing creating things rather healthily. Also creating things healthily. That is bad. Because iron. Well, okay, that's fine, because we're going to be using iron more effectively, and thus better. I reckon power just cost us a lot then. It's alright. It'll fix itself shortly. That'll be the next place we work on. Actually, no, reds will be the next place we work on. Where are the greens? They're to this side. Okay, so... on their own they're doing pretty well, but I think what might help us is if we actually made a second one. And then sped that up in the same way. And those should be absolute. Those two are almost filling up their entire belt on their own. And so efficiently too. Like every What? Just trying to find out. All the iron should be coming up here. And they're almost filling up an entire belt on their own. So if I had more iron... So that's... Okay, so iron is slowing me down. We knew that. So is the problem I don't have enough catalysts? Or is the problem... Oh, sorry, crystallizers? Or is the problem we're running out of fuel? Or in this case, everything looks like it's just running 100% of the time. Maybe we could do with slightly more... That's all going fine, so this looks like more crystallizers, or better crystallizers are required. We can do that. These are all filled up. I guess when you add like an extra 40% or 16% on all your carbon or chalk production, that's gonna happen. What we're working on. Okay, so let's figure out how to actually get iron faster now, because that is a strange bottleneck. It's only strange because it's literally the first element you need, and I wouldn't have thought we'd run out of it. But, well, we're here now, aren't we? So what I'm going to do is, I have 20. So I can upgrade, say... I can do that. It's going to upgrade some of them to crystallizer 2s, which is good. And then we're also going to do... You know what? No, we've done this before, and it was good. Lots of productivity. Don't worry about it, guys. We know what we're doing. And then I get accused of not knowing what I'm doing, and I shuffle off, like, laughing hesitantly. If that's not how you deal with your problems as a real man, I don't know how to deal with my problems. Okay. So we've increased production. Can we just not try and upgrade those things, please? But we don't need the inserters to be upgraded. They're fine. We have slowed down these things, so we do need module increase, speed module increasements. Increasements. What a word. That's a word that we just said. Increasements. We still have 110 productivity 3s. That's good. Going to be good for in a moment. And do we have any modules beacons for me? We do not. We don't have any red circuits. Weird, because I thought I had a lot of red circuits. It's called theft. It's not illegal. It's cool. Okay, and now I have 14, which means some of them must have been actually left the base to gather stuff for me, but that's okay. This is going to be making my iron. Speed that up. Did we actually get more crystallizer 2s? We did not. Maybe we should. And you know what, I don't even really want crystallizer 1s anymore, so let's just... I love it when I run through the base, looking at my inventory, just running over train lines and just not having any idea if I'm about to die. That's always exciting. Okay. So science is still a bit slow because of iron. Of course, as we speed up iron, that'll cease to be a problem. So we've got a few places to speed up iron, but that's alright. This should help. Yeah, I mean, that's almost a full belt. That's good times. That's what you want to see. I thought some of these went into steel. A couple of them do, but I don't know if that's as required as we thought. Now, we learned a lesson over there, and we're going to repeat that lesson here. Which is, sometimes you don't even need a lot of iron to do this. You just need to be really going nuts on modules. So we're about to go nuts on modules again. We're going to kind of follow this entire line. Which will work just fine like that. So we're just going to get rid of those real quick, because I can't remember exactly where it was. Medium electric poles in the way. Now it's not. Oh yes, and we also need to connect to this. Okay, so this should consume a lot more, and we also want to input priority that way. Actually, do it this way. Kind of the same thing. No, not input priority, sorry. Output priority, and then we will connect them. Like that. And then that should feed the beast in an interesting and terrifying way. The only thing I can say is, could we use another? I mean, just these two are actually doing probably more work than these ones are, so that's fun. It's almost enough to make you go, you know what? Let's demolish this. I know, you're not happy. We'll fix it. Don't worry about it. We've run out of beacons, that's okay. And is power a problem? Power is a problem, that's alright. But that is also using a lot less iron. Oh, they are going too fast. Oh dear. It was not the problem that we had anticipated. You know what? They're still too slow! And this was needed for a reason that I'm sure was very important. I worked it out last time. But yeah, I mean, if there's more speed beacons there, these are still making them too slowly. Holy shit. I had not considered this to be a problem. And then here we are, where it is a problem. Iron is doing better, I suppose. I mean, we could actually be technically consuming more iron, but more efficiently. Is that an improvement? I don't gosh darn know. Hopefully. Maybe we need to go back here in a moment. Big Blue, as I like to call it. Okay, you got some beacons for me, boys? Because I need me some beacons. You know what? Big Red probably needs some work. Now, Big Red is an interesting facility. And I think we're going to do this to it. So we're going to absolutely gut Big Red, which hurts. But then we are also going to... Oh wait, that's a different part of Big Red. We just want this part to be priority right now. And we need to make these the fastest they can go. And we need to make these the most efficient they can go. And then we need them to go fast, like super orky fast here. Like how fast? Orky fast. And you say that's too fast, and I go, I don't care. That's how fast we need things to go. Super orky fast. And then we connect it to power, and then we see how bad this is going to go. I suppose we need to connect to power both sides. Now they're not going super orky fast right now, unfortunately. I think we may have misled the panel of judges on this one. That's okay. Because it's efficient. Also, while it's going super orky fast, we need... That's good. It is technically making more. I forgot to paint the machines red. Holy shit. ZZ Knight, you're correct. My machines aren't red. That's why they're not going orky fast enough. You know what? We're gonna do the thing. Are they going orky fast enough? No. We need more red. Well, they've got red circuits in them. That's why they go fast. But ironically, it actually makes them go slower. It's an absolute travesty, if you ask me. They're going pretty fast. He says very hesitantly. They could be going faster. And so, like all good wars, we must make it go faster. Right, I can't believe I forgot to paint them red. You're quite right. Okay. So we want turbo stack inserters and just make them, how many? A correct number. 100? 100 is probably correct. Wag, Mr. Bond. I don't know, the G always makes you think it's saying wag, but it's very clearly wah. Which is the correct phrase. There is nothing more correct and honourable than an orcish wah. Honorable may be the wrong word, but I don't give a shit. Let's just speed this up a little bit more. Gonna be a whiny baby because it doesn't have power. Can't really get much faster than that until we get the turbo inserters. You know what, actually? Let's, actually, those could just be those ones for now. Yeah, the problem is we're just not inserting in fast enough. We just need to be so much faster. My god. Also, plastic has collapsed. That's cool. Is this plastic coming in now? It is. Okay, great. You had no right to do that, though. You know, fun Bond fact, I only saw my first Bond movie like a month ago. I just never really got around to them. This distresses people, which is why I make sure to tell them. Because like, how have you not seen Bond films? And I'm like, never came up. I lead a very busy life, my wife shouted. She is correct. Of course. She's always correct, though. It was Casino Royale, was it? It was Casino Royale. I was told that's probably the better place to start. I liked it. It was a good film. I'm not a big movies guy, so yeah. Like, it takes me forever to get around to watching anything, unless it's like something that just happens to pique my interest for the dumbest reasons, usually. Yeah, there used to be something I used to do where people would be like, have you seen this movie? I'd be like, no. And this movie, no. This movie, no. And they're like, have you not seen any of this? I'm like, well, don't worry, I've seen Snakes on a Plane. And they're like, you didn't hear my wife groan there, but she groaned very loudly. I don't think, well, she doesn't like snakes in general, but Snakes on a Plane, classic movie. You know, wonderful movie. Because, you know, it's what you get is what it tells you. You're going to get snakes on a plane, buddy? What'd you expect? I mean, it wasn't actually that great. I am kind of being facetious. But it is still funny to me. Okay, can this go any faster? Well, technically, probably if I had more iron. Yeah, iron shortages. But it is going relatively well with just 2 factories. Or 2 assemblers, rather. So maybe now with this we start trying to speed up blue circuits. So let's go to Big Blue and see what we can do. Big Blue is down here, if I remember rightly. I remember incorrectly. I've lost Big Blue. Yeah, there's Big Blue. Now Big Blue, we're going to do the same sort of thing. So let's just destroy Big Blue first. Because we know how this is going to go. It's going to go the way all of these have gone so far. And we'll go 2 of them. Okay, and we're going to need, of course, sulfuric acid. That's always going to be a requirement, obviously. And we're going to need some fast boys. Because if your boys aren't fast, then you need faster boys. I don't need to tell you that. I mean, that's obvious. And then we need to actually connect it to power. Which I don't know how we lost power, but we did. I do want to double check that I haven't cut my power off in some weird, bizarre way again. I have not. Awesome. Now, productivity modules. That's going to slow them down a lot. That's okay. We expected this. Now the idea here is it's going to be using the red circuits better, and therefore everything else is going to go as well. License to Kill, is that one of the new ones? I've been told that we're going to be watching all the Daniel Craig films, so that will... What are the Daniel Craig films? I don't know. James Bond... Craig... I don't know what they are. Quantum Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, No Time to Die. Okay, so I don't know if I don't know if License to Kill is on the list of things we're definitely going to watch. We may, but I'm not sure. More James Bond films, apparently. What? I know, that's what I said. Yeah, my wife's reminded me that we've been meaning to watch them for the last 3 weeks, but we keep not getting around to it. As we keep like, okay, it's time to watch a James Bond film, and I'm like, I'm feeling sleepy. And then I go and play video games for 8 hours. So, that's probably my fault. I don't know who else's fault it could be, but definitely mine. Yep. So, you know, things are happening. James Bond films will be watched at some point. Yeah, a lot of people did, but for some reason I just didn't see James Bond. I don't know what happened. A lot of people grew up on James Bond. Look, if you want to talk about James Bond, join the chat. I'm telling my wife if she wants to laugh at me, she can join the chat and just say how much I suck at watching films. It's just very difficult to watch a film. I don't know how people find the time. Like, do they not have a lot of video games to play or something? Like, pff, what? What are you doing, guys? Okay, so modules. Yeah, that can go over there as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I skipped it. Okay, so these are being produced relatively quickly. I'm in the time I want to play these games I don't want to play. What? Oh, yeah, okay, I can respect that. You're like, I really want to play this game, and then you just never do. Is that what you mean? Well, you got full intent to play the game, and you're just like, but then I'd have to do it, and that takes time, and yeah, no, I respect that. That's difficult. It's hard times. I've actually been doing pretty well with games lately. Like actually finishing games. So I am trying to do the thing where I play one game at a time instead of actually just sort of languishing and never finishing it. So I got finished, what was it? Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, because I never finished it. I just never got around to it. So I was like, okay, well let's finish that. I was like, okay, now that's done, now what? Now working on the Ace Attorney game that came out recently. Because, you know, gotta work on Ace Attorney games, I love them. And yeah, that's how I'm going at the moment. Oh wait, they should probably be outputting there as well. So we're really just trying to focus and get as many of these up this way as I can, just to really... I mean, look, already that does so much. And if any reds are going down that way, it's just... The whole reason for reds going down that way is I'm not producing enough, so let's produce more. Speed those bad boys up, as they say. What are people playing at the moment? Any recommendations? A friend of mine recommended Omori, so I might check that out soon. Okay, well, Factorio is obviously the correct choice, no matter what time of the day it is. Always play Factorio. It is best game. Clearly, I'm never going to disagree with that. Holy shit. I thought that was going to not do what that did. But instead it totally did what it did. Really just wanting this to be constantly going with just effective red chips. Green does seem to be doing better now though. Minecraft. Any mods or just Minecraft Classic? I assume Minecraft Classic is what people call it. Wow, it's actually... I don't know, man. I've only played vanilla Minecraft. Surprisingly enough, I don't play a lot of mods usually. Minecraft... Sorry, Minecraft? Factorio is the one that's changing my mind on that one, obviously. But I don't play a lot of mods. I am really keen to get more into Factorio modding, that's for sure. You know what, let's do this. Does that speed things up? Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I enjoy vanilla Minecraft. I never really play it much. I play it a little bit and then I get bored of it. So, it sounds like I'm not enjoying it, doesn't it? Okay. We keep running out of plastic here. That's called a not good situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to dirt up. And we're going to get some plastic over here. So I've done this before. Now I should have plastics. Plastics aren't far away and they should be not full, I suppose, but decent enough. Oh, the sad trombone's back. Okay, so this... Oh, the plastic does come back fairly quickly, I suppose, so that's good, but don't like it running out, so... Excuse me. Yeah, I always see the appeal of Minecraft, and then I'm like, I want to play it, and a bunch of friends and me like got a server together, and we played it for a short time, and I was like the first to drop out because I was just like, I mean, I did the thing that was most important, which was I made a bear holding a donut. Yes, it was pink frost and had sprinkles, but after that I was like, well, why am I playing this game? I don't know why this was the thing I needed to make, but I was like, bear holding a donut. I was thinking about Homestar Runner with the bear holding a shark, you know, being the thing that scares the cheat. And I thought, you know what, bear holding a donut seems the correct thing to do with life. And so I made that and then I just stopped playing, because what else is there to do, you know? You build a castle, you have a bear holding a donut, you're done. That's how Minecraft works. I was going to build a castle floating in the sky, but I didn't do that because I realized how much work it would be to get up to the sky. And then my friend's like, oh man, they're about to increase how high the sky is. And I went, oh god. Don't increase the sky. The sky is already so high up. Maybe I should. What mods? No, well the thing is, I think everyone's like, play the industrial mods. I'm like, well, yikes, I think. Okay. I was really just wanting to do a Sky Island because of the thing that I was doing it like in a game of D&D, where like they were in a sky castle. They didn't know it until it was too late. Oh, that makes it sound like I threw them off it. I didn't kill my party. Well, yeah. Probably should do that too. It would probably help. Okay, so we've got more plastic coming in. So that way, input priority going to be that side. And input priority going to be the same side. The idea is I really want it to take... What is this? What is this? It's bullshit, that's what it is. You know what? No, I'm aware of SeiferKatt, and I'm like, no. I mean, look, I'm here playing SeaBlock. Playing SeiferKatt seems like the worst mistake I could possibly make. SeaBlock has already destroyed me. Why would I do the same thing in Factorio? I know people are like, well, you know, if you like SeaBlock, maybe it's the same. And I'm like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. I do not wish to destroy myself today, sirs. Lord knows I'm certainly capable of destroying myself. I'm mostly happy with this is going, but I actually wonder if we could do another one. And then also power it is probably good. Now, of course, then we're going to be running out of resources. If only there was a way of fixing that. Of course, there is. And I'm gonna. The idea is then we come... Gosh, no, not with those. That's slow-ass shit. Slow-ass shit. That's, those are words you can use in your common lexicon if you wish. Anyway, put that there. And we're going to separate that. The whole plan here is that we need to probably go down a second. Really doesn't matter where you go down, it'll be the slowest part at that point. And then, let's speed these up. Actually, you know what? This is probably the time where you would use the big beacons. And the other important fact is it looks like everything's going pretty quick here. Like at this point... Oops. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Oh, the huge humanity. Okay, but it does look like this has actually kind of fixed my problem. Aside from the fact now I've got a bunch of crap in my inventory. Put priority this way. Now we could of course speed this up a little bit more, and we're gonna. Because you gotta. And hopefully that's... That's really consuming a lot. We sped this up a notch as well. Oh yeah, there's a lot coming through, so it's probably okay. We are also 81% for Fast and Light Theory C, so that's pretty good. Could we make this faster? Absolutely. Are we going to? Of course. What do we look like, madmen? Oh, I messed up. I mean, we're a bit crazy, but you know, an acceptable level of crazy, I like to say. And that is making a lot of red circuits, which is good. That's what we wanted to see. Now, I think we need to speed up Big Blue, because Big Blue's going okay. Now they've got lots of transistors coming through. That's probably good. Let's see more though, right? I'm not too worried about these ones, so I might... These are already productivity modules installed, so let's just put productivity modules on everything. And if they're stacking up, which they immediately are for some bizarre reason, couldn't tell you why. Because these are fairly easy ones, I'm not too worried about getting these max speed. I just want to get some extra productivity, really. Also, all these extra blue chips, they will really help with making everything else happen. With both science and... Oh, how are black chips going? Just following those down. That could still be faster, actually. Okay. Want them faster? We'll make them faster. This is really a lot of what I'm doing today. It's not super important, but... No, I'll rephrase it. It is super important, but it's not super exciting. Titanium's coming in a bit slow now, huh? Oh, titanium's not coming in slow. These are just picking up too quick. There we go. That's more like it. Everything's producing. Titanium's not quite doing what it should, but that's okay. It'll get there. Now, chrome was a problem. We had that a while ago, and no black circuits have probably been produced since. I love that moment where I just sort of leap into action like, oh shit, the chrome! Great. Okay, what's wrong with chrome? Has it opened too many tabs? Has, this happened again? The answer is yes. This has happened again. We've got a lot of iron all over the place. And, it's crapping out everything. Cool. What I'd like to do... Let's get rid of that first. Can I reserve something for iron? Not really. Okay. Fast stack inserter. There. Iron ore. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of things that are just trying to get rid of iron ore, which is pretty good. So it's not really the ideal way of getting all this iron into a place, but it'll help, I suppose. And we want... important thing is this means other things should be doing their thing as well. Like, yep, that's creating iron. I wonder if that was the problem I had with iron. Because this is quite a lot of iron that wasn't being produced. Like, we got many, many units of iron just sitting around here. Just doing nothing. So maybe that wasn't helping. I mean, call me crazy, right? Let's go with a faster stacker on that one. But it does look like everything's coming through somewhere now. And the iron is being consumed, which also is pretty good. We could probably upgrade this here. That could probably also do with an upgrade. Except, what? If we do this and offset it like that, I mean, it'll consume more iron, and that's what we need to do. I reckon that's what the big problem we were having with iron was, when I really think about it. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so look at that, that's coming through. These transistors are still reasonably slow, which is concerning, because I thought we had enough after the plastic we added. Plastic apparently isn't the problem, it's tinned copper wire. Why? Got plenty of tin. Is the problem copper then? The problem is copper. Alright, well. Should have suspected that, honestly. These are going pretty well, but they're going to start crapping out when we run out of tin copper wire. Okay, so why do we have problems with copper now? Because copper was fine. Does copper need the same treatment that I gave iron up here? Because I will give it the same treatment. Because beaconing everything is what I do today. Don't think I won't. I'll beacon bloody everything. That is who I am as a person now. How I learned to love beacon, how I learned to stop worrying and love the beacon. Tin? We don't even need tin right now, but we're preparing anyway. Okay, how's blue science going? Hopefully it's going pretty well. No, because copper crapped out. If copper craps out, it doesn't go well at all. Copper we need the most of. Hang on, we made a little copper mine for it. What happened to that? Why is that sad? Okay. You know what? You want to be like that? You want to be like... Do you want to be like that? I don't know if you want to be like that. Do you want to be like that? Sure. At least that's full now. Probably because copper crapped out. Okay, so same dealio. Productivity modules up the butt. But not actually up the butt, that's weird. Never put productivity modules in your butt. It's not good for it. I'm no doctor, but don't do it. Of course, if your doctor tells you to do it, then I mean, okay. Weird doctor, but alright. Okay. That should be allowing more copper. I don't think that was the copper I was actually specifically talking about, though. I was talking about this copper down here, which I can do the same thing with it, I suppose. I mean, you know. What's good for the iron is good for the copper, as they say. What? What happened to power? What the bloody heck happened to power? I think we figured out what happened to copper. That's alright, it's easily fixed. And improved. So now that we've got more copper coming through, because for some reason it just stopped. How are we going with power? Did we do the same thing with power before? No, we're okay. Steam Turbine 2 is generating a lot of power when they can. We haven't had a big power spike in a while, probably because we ran out of copper. But when the copper comes back, we should be back in a situation where we're making a lot of blue science. And it's looking better. Yeah, it's looking much better. The only thing I may want to comment on is, actually, after this, what we probably need to do is go back to black chips and see if we can improve them. I think they're already pretty good. I think they've all got productivity modules, so I don't know if that's necessarily going to change anything. How many are these producing per minute? They're producing 520 per minute. That's pretty good, actually. Of course, copper is getting better and better by the second, so I may actually want to improve that. I've run out of beacons. Okay, well, we can't improve it right now. But it's good, that's what I'm saying. Everyone's happy and impressed. So black, we'll go get a resupply real quick and then we'll check on black circuits. Now the question is, can we get 18% of Fast and Light Theory C done in an hour and a bit? It's going to be a trick. Maybe we can. 100 more of these required and then we're good. That's exciting. I think the main holdback of that is black circuits, which is convenient because that's what we're trying to improve. It's like, why is that slowed down? It's not slowed down, that's just where it lives. We may need to figure out how to increase purple science right now. Oh, not right now, but soon. Black science. Okay. Chrome seems to be back in good condition. There is a speed module right there. That shouldn't be there. And now it's not. There is a couple of belts in the line. Not great. That probably slowed down black production for a little while. Now I'm wondering, is there anything else that's stuck in the line that I haven't noticed? Doing a quick cursory check, hoping it's not in the underground part where I'll never see it. Because if it is, I'll never see it. Interesting. Why are we not having lots of these? Tell me resin hasn't crapped itself again. Resin has crapped itself again. Typical. Really though, it's strange. I would have thought. It's because we're not making enough carbon dioxide, but not by lack of trying. So what we're going to do is this. That'll speed some things up. Ideally, I'd like everything to be going just a little bit faster. If the way to do that is more speed modules, then of course I'm going to do it. Because these are producing more charcoal, which is fantastic. But I need to see the rewards equally in carbon. That's looking great, but I want to see more. Okay. So we might need to go pick up some more speed modules very soon. Hopefully this extra carbon that's going to be being produced will allow more methanol, more plastic, and sure enough we do seem to... Formaldehyde, hang on. Why are we not getting this? Or are we getting it now? Urea gas is a little light. That's a concern. Why? Carbon dioxide is also light. Well, that is a concern. That should not ever be happening. Oh, but it would if things were different. Okay. Cool, let's go get a resupply and then we'll come back here in a couple of minutes and see how it's going. Science is quiet. Not what I'd like to see. This has 1,600 blue science in it. That's good. That is what we want to see. Copper is disappointing? Why is copper disappointing? Copper, by its very nature, should not be disappointing. Okay, we might need to... Well, we've got crystallizer 2s in here, don't we? Would it be worth getting more crystallizer 2s? Maybe. Whether it is or not, I'm doing it. Okay, more speed modules. Why'd this slow down? It's probably the reason. Yeah, because these would have slowed down, but that should be picking up again right now. No, the wood slowed down as well, did it? That's strange and concerning. Why did the wood slow down? What are you lacking? Soil? Soil? Well, I apparently have failed to soil myself. Good joke, and I refuse to admit otherwise. We probably could also speed that up, because that's probably not helping. One mud, one compost equals... Okay, well that's fine. They should all be running now, if they weren't before. So we may have come in there just at the right time. Okay, so I anticipate that to be fixed very soon. To be fair, this belt is pretty full. What I almost want to do here is also go input priority that side. Because I really wanted to just deal with the well-productive side before anything else. Not that I really care about the iron so much, but, you know. I did do that better on the other side, so let's do this again. And input priority is that side, and input priority is that side. Our priority, you dingus. Okay. It's always important to call yourself dingus. Use statements that prove you love yourself. Very important. But This is actually going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this. Could use more copper, admittedly, but... And we were about to do that too. So let's go and upgrade, like... We've got 40, so let's use 40. So that should speed all that up, which should also be producing more copper after this. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So in a few moments that copper will go in and continue feeding the base, and that'll make more blue science. Of course the fear is, what if I make too much blue science? That is a fear that we must consider. And the answer on that is, I don't care. If we make too much blue science, that's called a good time. So I'm going to... Oh, I didn't go and get my more speed modules. But I am seeing, I think already, an increase in copper production. Certainly looks like it. Yes. Good. So let's go get those speed modules and let's keep producing. You know, I haven't looked at in a while. I haven't looked at the rocket. Wonder how the rocket's going. Also, I can't help but notice, where the hell is my iron? Iron's not a problem right now, but it's still a concerning question. Alright, let's go get the speed modules and see how my level 3 is going actually. Something I'd like to know. 29, 50, 40. Wow, we're making them. We are making them. That's going to be very exciting for very soon. Okay, just regular speed modules, please. In fact, what I've noticed is we don't have a backlog anymore. But the resin's coming in, and that means everything is okay. Just going to speed up some treadmills. Apparently the base is going to speed up some of them. That's fine, I suppose. Who am I to tell the base what to do? Can I productivity module these? Can I productivity module these? I can productivity module those. Okay. And then of course I got to speed them up. Because we probably want to have this a little bit tidier. So they are faster, and they are also giving me slightly more production, so hopefully that's helpful. Now if I remember right, we had slight urea problems, which we need to probably find out if that's still a thing. But I am seeing more insulated wiring. That's good. Okay, so let's see how the rocket's going. Wow, I'm seeing lots of pieces of the rocket going in there, actually. That's fine, that's fine. Do we have enough of these left? We have a few of those left. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Uh, hmm. Chrome's still going a bit slow. There were a few things that are going a bit slow, honestly. Let's speed some things up when we can. What is this that's going slow? These things. Why are they going slow? What is meant to be on that line? Integrated electronics. Now that is an interesting one. Because I'm pretty sure I actually don't make enough of these. It's copper. Okay. Good productivity module them. Which is great. Love that. But I also do want to be faster, and this is where I use beacon 3s. I probably need to plug them in. And already that does seem to have helped to some degree, which is nice. Happy about that. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. What the hell? Ah. Oh, it just gets worse. Okay, integrated electronics split up there and they go down that way. Okay, so do we have some belts going down there for some unknown reason? Sure do. Might be time to remove red belts my logic request. You know what? I agree. I never want those anymore, do I? Yeah, I agree. Let's remove those and just get rid of them. Good thinking. And we'll... because we've already got 1,000 blues in there. We never really want reds anymore anyway. End of an era. So we probably need to find out... that's also too slow. Like, what's going on? Just stop that. We probably don't need these slow boys anymore, wherever they are. Those and those, they can probably also be removed. Yeah, you're quite right. So thank you for the observation, it's really appreciated. So copper. So just ditch some more things. It's one of those things though, when you're really close to something, you just don't notice how much you don't use anything anymore, but it's just like everything needs to be faster than a red, I've noticed. I mean, I got a stupid idea. How stupid an idea do I feel like doing right now? Kinda stupid. Okay. Let's go this from red to blue, from red to blue, from red to blue. Okay, good. Now that we've done that, it's 180,000. Is this worth my time? I'm gonna regret that. Actually, if anything, I do want reds in here, but just to have like trash. I'm gonna regret that so much. especially since I don't have enough. I'm absolutely regretting it already. What have I done? That's alright. If I need to construct anything, I'll construct it out of something else. Okay, so that's mostly a problem that I've added onto myself, which is nice. It's good to create problems for yourself. Yeah, it's nice. So just wherever I go, my bots are just going to be like, none of that. At least they should be. Apparently they aren't doing that. For some reason. I got blue belts. I do not know why they're not upgrading. Are they themselves also terrified? The spiders don't have any roboports in them. The spiders are just meant for replenishing me when I'm doing builds. I could always put one on a spider. Why are they not building that? Why are they not upgrading? What have I done wrong? Hmm. Do I know what's happened here? Should have a lot of cobalt steel. I don't know why we don't. You know what? We had a lot of cobalt steel because of chrome, and chrome shut down for a while. And seriously, why are these not upgrading? Is it because I tried to upgrade too much and the game's just like, nope? I mean, maybe. That would kind of make sense. What's going on here? What have I missed? Why is this not upgrading? I've got the stuff. Like, literally on me. Is it because I've got it like this? Oh, is it because the trash is 0? No? I still got all my Roboport stuff. What? Okay, let's try something real quick. Okay, I don't quite know what's happened here, so we're gonna undo that. Ooh, the game did not like me doing that. Ooh. Is the stream still working? I've angered the gods. Uh-oh. Hello? No buttons are working. No, you haven't got a wonderful frozen map. The map itself is frozen. Nothing's working. I assume you can still hear me. Okay, oh! Okay, we're good. We're back. Oh. Okay. Maybe don't do that again. Maybe not like that. Maybe don't do that again. Well, sorry about that, guys. That was a fun experience for everyone. Okay. That shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have done that. That was on me. Oh, jeez. No, other way around. So let's just not do that again, huh? All in favor, say aye. Okay, so we are doing the best we can to make as much cobalt steel as we can. Okay, so anyway, why is chrome being slow? Is there any particular reason for it? Is it just that's the speed that chrome's always been at? That might actually be the answer. Chrome has always been slow, we've just never realized. Ah, ignorance. Got a lot of ferrous sludge, so what might help? Maybe some of these bad boys. Remember, all boys are bad. It's just the rule, I suppose. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Okay, so that should speed these up, which should in turn speed everything else up. Which means more rockets, hopefully. And because we've got this upgrade thing, we're just going to go whoop, and we're going to do this manually slowly. Okay, we do this now. Hang on, let's try this. No, I don't know why they weren't upgrading before. Whatever reason. They're working now. And how many of the belts did we want? Well, we probably want to take that up to 100, honestly. That's already at 100 and that's 1,000. Yeah, that's fine. Copper is going... Not great. What's going on? Why are you not melting stuff? You're melting stuff. You're all melting. Okay, well, whatever. Plastic is being made, that's fine. How's resin going? Resin's sometimes a problem. Oh, is it glass again? Don't tell me it's glass again. No, glass is fine. Oh, it's... What? How? Oxygen? Are you serious? Oxygen. Oxygen's the problem. Oxygen's not usually the problem. My wife just asked, why am I so surprised? She's not watching the game, she's just confused with why I think oxygen's a problem. When you're talking this much, oxygen's usually a problem. Okay, so let's get oxygen, I suppose. Oxygen, I guess, has not been included. Wrong game. Well, let's go get oxygen. There'll be oxygen around here somewhere. Okay. Hello? Yeah, I know, oxygen is very surprising to me right now. I didn't expect oxygen to be a problem. Look, if you realized oxygen was a problem when you didn't think it would be, you'd also be equally surprised. Because it wasn't included. The duplicants are all going to die. Oxygen. Fun fact with oxygen. So, a bunch of teenage boys throwing their socks at each other or forcing each other to smell each other's socks, they call it soxygen. No, she's not happy with that news. Duplicants always die. My duplicants are always pretty good. I mean, mostly. They are duplicants, they are stupider than regular people. But they're usually pretty good. They do their best. I think when the DLC is properly released for Spaced Out, I think I might do a run of that at some point, because I love Oxygen Not Included. I'm not bad at it, which is probably why I like it. It's still a fantastic game. Like, it is very quality. And the duplicants are adorable as heck. I was thinking if I do a run of Oxygen Not Included, I'm going to do like a subscriber thing, that if you subscribe, then you get to name a duplicant after yourself. And then inevitably they'll die, and then I'll probably lose subscribers after that. So that's probably a mistake. I just realized, now that I've said that aloud, probably shouldn't do that. Maybe they'll get like a new duplicant and I'll call it something the second. But okay, that's getting through the copper. That should mean that the base is flourishing again when it feels like it. Okay, that also did mean we had no blue science for a while. Which is a damn shame. But that's alright. Yeah, Oxygen Not Included took me a little while to get into, I won't lie. It's just certain things about it, and I've gotten to the point that I'm aware of how to get the base to last more or less indefinitely. I mean, yes, there'll always be some problems that'll always kick your ass at some point, but once you learn how to deal with the three, I say, big issues, you're fine. The three issues, well, four, I suppose. The four issues being oxygen, obviously, food, then energy, and then heat. And unfortunately, all of those problems kind of draw on each other as well. So, you know, heat causes food and oxygen well, oxygen causes heat problems, heat creates food problems, energy creates heat problems. And so they all sort of rely on each other. And water is sort of a problem, I guess, but that's manageable, more or less. I mean, everything's manageable once you get into it, but maybe that'll be interesting to people. I actually think the new DLC, I played a little bit of it, they kind of made some things too easy, because previously when you went to the space biome, you were constantly hit by rocks, or meteorites as they're commonly known as. And that's rough, but for some reasons the Spaced Out DLC, I think because they wanted you to be traveling to other planets more often, they don't give you infinite metals or rocks, which means you can just go out there and just build the solar panels. And I mean, solar panels are just free energy at that point, so why wouldn't you? That's how I'm putting it anyway. I certainly see no reason why you shouldn't. This is going pretty quick, actually. Get rid of that. But I'm distracted by the duplicants' cuteness, because they are adorably stupid. Like, they're so happy all the time, even when they get their heads stuck in things, which happens regularly, because they're stupid. They really are stupid. That's like their defining characteristic. Cute, also stupid. Thank you, Panda. I really appreciate that. I've been told I am also cute but stupid. There's also a thing that she does when she says something mean. She'll say something mean, she'll laugh, and then say I love you as she walks off. So just to make it sure, it's like, I don't actually hate you, but you did enjoy that backhanded compliment. So, you know, that's our marriage, I suppose. I'm not complaining, it's good fun. My friends always get a bit shocked at first when they're playing board games with us, and she's just really mean to me sometimes, and they're like, oh shit, are you guys in trouble, like, relationship-wise? And I'm like, no, this is how she shows that she cares. Which is actually fun. It's actually more fun when she starts being savage, like, oh wow, you stuffed that up again. How typical. And they're like, yikes. You know those relationships where you're like, you see both sides of the party? Yeah. Well, that's more or less right. Those relationships where they're actually not in a good way, and you're like, holy shit, I want to leave now. You know, this is not a good place to be. My friends think that, and it's really not, because we're just having fun. And that's how we have fun, by just her being mean to me. I was going to say by being mean to each other, but no. No, it's just her being mean to me. That's alright. Yeah, Dark Rail, you're absolutely right. That's funny. I am not going to repeat that phrase. I will tell her later, though, because it was funny. We do still have copper problems. I mean, you are not incorrect there. Look, all honesty, I have been in that situation before. It was not good. I thought it was fine. My friends were not agreeing. But yeah, I know what you mean. That is absolutely, like, in all seriousness, you are quite right, but that's not the situation. Oof. Real talk there for a moment. It's enough real talk, let's talk about firing duplicates into space. But yeah, so look, the base is going alright. I would really love to get Faster Than Light Theory C finished today. Don't. They deserve it. I mean, they're duplicates. They're basically clones. Do clones, you know, do clones deserve to live? No, because they're not people. Wait. No, clones are people. Shit, I forgot. So, if anyone ever played the old game Netrunner, which by the way was the best card game ever, RIP Netrunner, there were two companies in it, Hasbiroid and Jinteki. Jinteki. Hasbiroid made androids that were basically cheap labor, or bioroids specifically, which were androids which had like human brain programming of sorts. That's cool stuff. And Jinteki made clones, which basically cheap labor, same idea. And the two companies were basically after the same market share, of course. So what they did is there was a big political campaign in the game where a bunch of people were saying, well, clones are people, and therefore if they're people, then you have to give them rights. And Hasbiroid just really leaned into that and was like, yeah, clones are absolutely people. You have to give them rights. You gotta give clones rights. By the way, bioroids are not people. So, you know, you don't need to give bioroids rights because they're not people. That's totally fine. And I don't actually remember who won that argument. I don't remember, but either way, it was just like this dodgy, like, company thing, like pretending they cared about people. Not because they did, but because it just gave them a better competitive edge. Which, you know, it's cyberpunk, so, you know, all companies are shitty. Like, there is no good company in cyberpunk. Everyone is just out to get a buck and is just willing to screw everyone over for that dollar. But that's kind of the joy of cyberpunk. Companies pretending they care? That would never happen. Oh, ZZ Knight, I see you know what the hell I'm talking about. Yes, you are quite right. NBN would win because they got more viewership. Ah, you've played this game before, at least know the world. Yeah, NBN won. Shit, I never considered that. NBN is probably pushing it as well. Oh, God, yeah. Wow, I thought about that for so long, I never considered any other company in that struggle. Wayland probably doesn't give a shit. Oh, such a good game. There's rumors that Wizards of the Coast might be bringing it back, but man, am I skeptical about Wizards doing that. Oh, you know what? We've got a blue science train coming in. It's 48 stacks. I can also do 48, so what we could do, passive provider here. This is about to become like an absolute hotbed of drone activity. NBN is a company that I quite like explaining. Like, Wayland is easy. They do construction, they also do weapons. And they do finances and banks. That's pretty easy. Aspiroid, they do robotics. NBN, Jinteki, they do like biological work, including clones. NBN, imagine if every news network and also Amazon and also every social media site was owned by the same company. Oh yeah, they know everything about you. They know what you're going to buy before you know what it is. It was an interesting company. Oh man, 17. That's good. I actually used to play tournament Netrunner in New Zealand. I never really got very far in it, but I'd always, like, if there was a tournament in my city, I would just always be there to play. Because I loved the game that much. I got second in a couple of store champs, but never won a store champ. I always lost to the same guy, but to be fair, so did everyone else, so, you know, you take what you can get. But look, it was truly a great game. Research is happening, and I'm not going to do anything to push it any harder, although I could. Advancing Wayland stuff was always really fun. Just making the ice strong enough that they just really couldn't get through things. It was good. There were so many good things about that game. I could literally talk about that game for hours, and I mean honestly at one point I did, because we would just play Netrunner for like 3 hours, 3 nights a week, and then just talk about Netrunner for another like hour or two as we had dinner with each other. It was, you know, it's one of those times you just go, oh man, I miss that time in my life. And then I keep getting into collectible card games going, maybe this will be the game that brings me back into loving this game, like card games, and then I'm always disappointed. Because no game will ever be Netrunner. What's dead must die. And people are like, oh no, we brought it back, we made some fan cards. I mean, I'm sure you did, but not the same. Did the game die? I need more solder. Best way to do that is probably more dumb shit, honestly. More dumb shit, always a good answer. If I do this, that's gonna take a while, but whatever. That needs to be sped up. That needs to be sped up, that needs to be sped up. I am concerned about the fact that those things have sand requirements. I'll deal with that right now. Because that should not be sand. We do not want sand. Sand is a bad idea. Sand is bad for business. Sand is atrocious for business, actually. That's alright. Some things in life need to die. I played Netrunner for, gosh, a few years. I don't even know how many years I played it for. 4 or 5 maybe? I'm gonna say 4 years, just to keep it simple. And it was a good time in my life, but you know, all times come to an end, and I made a lot of good friends while playing it, so maybe that's what matters the most. You know, I made some enemies too, but, you know, can't make friends without making enemies, that's what I always say. I really should just do the thing that gives me a larger toolbar, rather than having to keep going back in and out of the inventory screen. At the same time, I'd have to read how to do that. And by read how to do that, I mean I think I'd have to go into the menu. Okay, so we've got all the sand that we're going to do something with. What can we do with all the sand? Not even sand, it's crushed stone. We could just get rid of it. I don't care enough. Just get rid of it. And then clarifier. Just get rid of it all, cause I don't care anymore. Okay, that'll get rid of the sand, and it'll hopefully make this a little bit faster. Why are we not getting that stuff? What we probably need is some minerals, which for some reason are not coming in here. That's interesting. I thought we had a train station around here. Do we not? Or do we just rely off of this? I think we're relying off that. Which is all great and good, but plenty of tin, which is great, but no lead, which is bad. Because you need lead. You know, I'm gonna get rid of those. Because that's probably not helping. I know it thinks it's helping, but it's not. It just means all the tin is being produced and then it's just stacking into ways that doesn't help. Okay, how are we going with science? 2002, or 2200, that's pretty good. And science, is it still going? It's still going. But it is about to run out. Again, we are 88%. So we've jumped another 10% today. Now, we do need to make that a lot faster, but I think it will be faster going forwards. I think we're now at the position where... You know what? Thank you very much. I'll do that now. Settings, interface, right-hand side. Oh, look at that. Active toolbars. What the heck? I actually have things there. Huh. They're train things. Alright. Well, we'll go for one for now. We'll see how we go. Thank you very much for that, ZZ. Really appreciate it. You know what? I've been holding these filters for a while. Maybe I should chuck some of them down. Apparently sulfuric wastewater never actually is getting used very well here. Thing? What's wrong with the sulfuric wastewater? That must have... Oh. Oh, I didn't know it went through 1, 2, 3. Or 3, 2, 1 apparently. I didn't know it shifted the active bars. I thought it just shifted, like, only between 1 and 2. That shows what I know, huh? Nope, that's round the wrong way. I still do not have... You know what? I don't need those. Don't really build many of these anymore anyway. Are these being held up by any reason? Possibly purified water, but... seems okay. It'll consume a little bit more sulfuric wastewater and that'll probably help. Probably. I'm so certain of this, aren't I? What am I doing? Oh. We may be in a position where we just need to get more minerals, honestly. Which, I mean, we've got the... literally what the spiders are designed to do. The spiders are designed to build electrolyzer farms. Maybe it's the time for that. Just another electrolyzer farm. And just be very careful not to extend it beyond where it should go. So either at some point the spiders will be here or the spiders got stuck. The spiders did not get stuck. I am legitimately surprised. However, the one that always arrives first is never the one I need first. The slower Antron takes a little while. It's alright. It gets there in the end, that's what matters. I mean, I guess when we've actually got science going, everything does take a little while longer to produce. Because more of my manufacturing is going into making science right now. Whereas before, if it was just sort of stagnant, we only had trying to make blue, but now it's also trying to make a lot of red and green. Just gonna be interesting. Oh, I just destroyed New Zealand. Oh well. It happens. I forgot there was an island that looked sort of like New Zealand, or... yeah, an island that looked like New Zealand, but it's gone now. Goodbye, New Zealand. As long as Destroyer Island's still around, I'm okay. Or Destroyer Lake, sorry, I always forget. Oh, I'm stuck in a mountain. Yep. There's nothing there that's constructed, so... okay, and then we want to do these. Really not a lot of room for these right now. We can make one of them, I suppose. Just occurred to me, this wants red belts. Now may be the time to update this design, I suppose. Okay, actually, you know what? This guy carries red belts. Problem solved. Alright, except for the fact that I don't want to carry any red belts. I just chuck them immediately in waste. Oopsies. We're going to need more pipes. I do love the fusion drones. The fusion construction drones, just being able to build so much so quickly is so good. Looks like they've run out of things to build or run out of things they can build. And likewise, we do want some more of these. Alright, so let's just do this on this plot here. And also the purple can go to greens because we don't really carry those around anymore. Okay, so we do still need a lot of stuff, unfortunately. Now, oh, that's not required. Now, other things that I may want to change around is this. I want that to have an overflow valve right there, in case I wish to use it. This, same situation, just in case I wish to use it. That can be removed, because quite frankly that's not there for any particular reason. There's a pipe going somewhere, and also there's slag slurry in here. That's not great. Why is there slag slurry in here? There's slag slurry in an oxygen pipe. That should not have happened. How does slag slurry get into an oxygen pipe? Oh, what's this? Ah, interesting. Okay, so that needs to go. Okay. We no longer have slag slurry in an oxygen pipe. That's probably good. And we'll put 6 of these electrodes in there. And we do need to connect the slag slurry to something, so we might as well. And we probably need acid too. Good news is, that's actually a pretty easy connect as well. The only problem is... disconnected? Yes. Yes. Yeah, the main problem is we don't actually have enough other things to be able to complete this. So that's a damn shame. And we probably, while we're thinking about it, want to copy this design. No, we want to put it in the book. I'm going to leave that other one there just for now, just in case it does turn out to be useful later. Faster than light theory C is now at 92%. Do we do the thing where we let the stream keep running until we reach 100% on that one? I mean, it's a good ending point, I just don't know if it's going to be possible in the next 10 minutes. Probably not. Then again, you know, you'd rather finish something. As long as science continues at a reasonable pace, where glass does not slow down for any particular reason, I think we can just keep going. However, I would love to check on glass because I feel like it's trying to slow down for some particular reason, which I am yet unaware of. But we will be made aware of it very soon. We are still not getting a lot of cobalt. That seems to be better though. Maybe we could put some productivity modules in there and then speed it up a little bit. That might be a better idea. Yeah, it'll give us an extra 8% cobalt. Could help. So they're being filled up with sand. Okay, why is my glass slow? I cannot handle slow glass today. Glass is slow because... sand? Yeah, I suppose glass is slow because sand. Okay, easy solution. Make sand faster. I won't sand for this! At least it's not slow because there's not enough mud water. We could also make this a little bit faster on this side, which would probably further ruin the problem with sand, but that's okay. Consume more sand, consume all the materials. That is what the Factorio is all about. Mining the materials and then consuming said materials. Looks like it's going better. Okay, now I want sand for this. And it has to transport all the way across the factory. Looks like copper is no longer filled up. That's nice. Yeah, it's... glass is coming through again. Doesn't look like it's too slow, but a little bit of slowness is not great. I mean, heck, you know, it's still not really fixing itself. So we'll add some more. Just keep adding things to make sand faster and faster until eventually something explodes. You know what, actually? Just expand all of those. For some reason I've been carrying washing plant 2s around, and these have been washing plant 1s forever. So that'll make things faster. But what if it doesn't make it fast enough? That's the real question we've got to ask. The answer to that is make it faster. Keep going. Keep going until something explodes. If that's your heart, then let it go. You don't need it. Oops. Okay, we've pushed that too hard now. Really, sulfur is the problem? Sulfuric acid is the problem? Can you push sulfuric acid too hard? I mean, I guess we did it. How's this going, by the way? That's going fine. Where my beans? Where my beans? It says it's fine, but we got no beans. That's not fine at all. That's a lack of beans. Where are my beans? Just run through the uranium refinery. Run through this bullshit. Where my beans? Hashtag where my beans. Not acceptable, guys. Okay. Input signal A. That's outputting A. That's not. So if A equals 2... No, that's not right. If A equals 0... The other way around, wouldn't it? If A equals 2... Oh, wait. A is currently equaling 1 because 1's coming from there. If A is not equal to 0, that's what's the problem. Give me my beans. Oh, you're currently delivering beans elsewhere right now. Oh. Do they need beans? They... Okay, they had a slight lack of nutrient pulp. That's fine. Bring me my beans. I don't want to be aggressive, I don't want to be rude, but I need my gosh darn beans. I don't want to be aggressive, I don't want to be rude, give me my goddamn beans. That's both aggressive and rude. You've messed up if that's... you didn't want to be either of those things. Steel, still kind of a problem. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean by shift a number. I read that and I was like, okay, you can shift numbers, but I didn't realize you mean shift press a number. That does make a lot more sense. Sorry, it took me literally that long to read your message, ZZ Knight. But we got there in the end, that's what matters. Are we making more solder? Not really. Not through lack of wanting to. But solder isn't really a problem for making my blue science, I don't think. Or is it? Glass is absolutely bad. That's disappointing. It's probably because sulfur still... Damn. Yeah, sulfur is not good. It's not in a good way. Can we get sulfur from elsewhere? It'll likely just kill other parts of my factory if I do that though, so maybe I don't want to do that. Yeah, we're not finishing the science today. Ah, but we can, that's the thing, we're so close. We just gotta get more sulfur in there. Okay. Here's a devious thought. What if we had a train that delivered sulfuric acid? Is that worth it? Probably not. We had my Barboy base here. And they're breeding now because they're getting beans. And that also means we're getting more of them in. So we are getting more of the acid gas, and maybe that'll help. They are being bred now. We've got like so many eggs there that we're just not using. Your stone is not clearing the top crusher by the solder. Oh, is it not? Oh, goodness gracious. That's not helping anyone, is it? And it's lead too, the thing that we needed the most of. Thank you for your observation. I was standing right by it too. Okay, what we might do, just to try and speed this up a little bit, because this is really not designed for this. And the extra speed should help it be a little bit more reasonable. And it's also not quite outputting that well enough, is it? We can improve that. We have the technology. And now that's... yeah, it's doing a lot better. Solder! It's happening! Make it faster! Lots of solder required. Not untrue, we do actually require a lot of solder. What I might do as well is just copy that. That's the... yep. That's true. The belts are different there. And we will take the sand because something will want it. It's a little bit slower because it doesn't have as many of the mineral catalysts, but it'll do alright. The important thing is solder is being created, and that'll help other things exist. And we can probably stop that upgrade. I think I just cancelled that upgrade. There's one pipe that is requested there. I don't care. You know what? We will do this today because we're at 95. I think acid is increasing here. Not really. Do we spend the next few minutes getting this done? I shouldn't, but I want to. I'm going to do something stupid instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a train. It's one train. That's right, 2 trains, that's what I said. Okay, great. Ooh, that train was close. Now where are we going to have a lot of acid? You know, if I take a guess we're going to get a lot of acid, it's probably up here. Not as much as I thought. Okay, well my plan was I was going to get a acid train somewhere and then just use that. And I still might. This is for dumb reasons and I'm doing it anyway. Okay, train, cargo, doesn't have fuel, I don't care, pump, power, not working, why not? Maybe it does need to be a train stop. And signal because I feel like I'm going to cause problems by doing this dumb shit that I'm doing right now. Okay. So if I put a stop here. And then what am I doing? There it goes. Okay, I should let the acid go on there. There's really no reason we're doing this, aside from just trying to get that last bit of science done. And then we will go down to... Wow, there's not really a good place for this, is there? Oh, there's an alright place. Now we're going to drive the train in manual as little as possible, because that's how you have disasters. I've committed now, it's 4%. I'm not going to stop until I've at least finished Fast and Light Theory C. While it's unloading, I want to see how fast we are launching rockets at the moment. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's get another train stop. Devon to Frisco. Go to Devon to Frisco. And we do have to put signals in, otherwise it'll jam up other trains. I don't want to do that. That's fine, you go manual. Okay, great. This is the equivalent of the time where you just pick up a bunch of iron in a base somewhere and then just hand feed it just to get it done. And that's great, I think that's wonderful. It would be great if it was faster though. And I love how everything's going real slow. Let's not go real slow. Let's go real fast. Gotta go fast. Okay, 96. Are we any faster? I will be checking the spaceship in just a moment. Looking better, I hope. Not really seeing much glass. The train will figure its own way there. Okay, so I wanted to check how we're going with rockets. The best way to do that is actually go space. So we haven't launched that many rockets. We've only launched 3 rockets today, which is less than I was thinking we were launching. Science 29,000, okay. Might need to boost those numbers as well very soon. Quite frankly, yeah, cobalt could be a problem for that, that's alright. We'll sort that out next episode. Well... okay, yeah, just take some of my stuff, it's fine, I don't really care that much. That stopped being made. Solder? I mean... okay. Solder should be in a better state now. I was like, did we have lead there? No. Yeah, I'm thinking more and more that we need more minerals coming through. That does seem to be the problem. Okay, we'll get there. We shall get there. More glass is coming through, that's good. Is glass coming through here yet? Not really, doesn't feel like it yet. Hopefully it feels like it soon. I don't know why it's doing it this way. It's a very strange way of building. I've got enough of them. Like, why is no one going there? Unless I have some drones like somewhere in my inventory or something which is causing problems. Do we go around and steal glass? Is that worth my time? Probably not. But that is what's slowing us down. Actually, no, we were already stealing glass, weren't we? We had a train for that. It wasn't stealing glass, I suppose, but it was doing what it needed to do to make glass faster. Cool, I'm glad you really filled up with all that sulfuric acid that was in the base. Not mad, just disappointed. More signals. Well, the good news is that means the train now will just go to where it needs to go. We're having some delays with that? Almost. Yeah, kinda. Neat. Too much purified water. That's a wonderful problem to have, apparently. Probably even. Connect it up that way. That'll make that a bit faster. Okay, go back to... Cheating acid pick. Just glass now, I just need glass. Full, empty, right. Yeah, well now I suppose this is actually something we're doing. Oh, wait, come back here, come back here. Are you empty? Did you even try? Are you lazy? Probably. I mean, that's the end result of most of my trains. It's lazy trains. LSS, no, LTS, lazy train syndrome. Okay. Feels slow, huh? Well, let's speed it up further. You don't want to do that? Didn't feel like it, huh? Alright, so they're all going, that should mean lots of glass. Yep. Always good to have a lot of glass. But still, as soon as that train goes away, it just all slows down again, doesn't it? Well, some glass did come through, so that's exciting, I suppose. Oh, God, we're at 96. Come on, can we just do this so I can stop streaming? I love the game, but I just want to be done. I just want to get this part done. But I'm so close. Our rocket's going. Apparently speed modules were slowed down on. Why? Enough of these. No. Wait, no, seriously, why? Why are speed modules not happening now? Oh, we're at 97%. Come on, 3% to go. We got 3% until the end of the stream. Why are these not happening? We are lacking speed circuit boards. What? How are we lacking speed circuit boards? How is this possible? Where are my where are these? Where are these? Where are my grinders? Grinders are up here usually. Okay. Where's my silicon? Where's my carbon? Where's my chalk? Okay. So apparently these are all slow and need to be just sped the heck up. Been a while since we... Okay, so we did that earlier in another place, but we didn't do that here. So now we're gonna do that here. Alright, well this will speed up charcoal by quite a bit, as we found in the past when we've done this. Interesting, do these get sped up by modules? Or by beacons? Oh, when they're not plugged in they don't. Steel furnaces don't get increased speed by beacons. Interesting. Entirely concerning. Okay, are we getting blue science? No. Not really. Certainly trying to. Ah, okay. That's fine. We're going a little bit longer than I wanted to today, but that's alright. I wonder if we have any glass in logistics that we can just steal. We do have 709 glass in logistics. Well, let's grab that glass. And let's remember where the mall is. The mall is down there. Okay. I moved in such a way that they all got confused for a second. They'll come back. 209 glass is not much, though. That's the problem. Like, it helps, but I know where we need to put it. But it is not quite as useful as I thought it would, as I hoped it would be. Like, if there was like 20,000 glass in there, I'd be like, oh, sweet, but that ain't 20,000 glass. Although, how much glass does each one of these need? 4? Well, actually, if I put 700 glass divided by 4, it's about 200. It's about 200 science. And we've got sulfur constantly coming in now. So hopefully that'll speed things up. And the charcoal will mean speed science and other things will keep going in when they get around to it. Yes, I mean, that's all we had. And that's quite frankly not going to be enough to really get a lot done. I mean, it's not. It's just not. You know what? If we're not done in the next 20 minutes, we're just going to call it. I can't keep playing this forever. We are already 20 minutes over budget. Destination full. Really? Oh, I must be going there with 20 science or something ridiculously small like that. Here it comes with 26 science. Yay! That's not near enough. That's alright, I suppose. It has to be. And then another 200 or so science will go in. Can we steal glass from elsewhere? Because there should be glass here, but no, that's constantly being made. There's, you know, another 197 glass there, so sure, take what you can. Do what you want because a pirate is free, and you are a pirate. These are still trying to catch up. A lot of puffer breeding, which is good, I suppose. Could possibly be sped up. But the puffer's being bred, that's going to give me more sulfuric acid as we go along. We will steal the glass and put it over there. I mean, we got 3% to go, so 3% of 200,000 is what? You just grab out my handy dandy calculator that is both handy and dandy. 6,000, oh god. Even in best conditions, that's still 15 minutes away. Yeah, that's not happening. I think we might call it. That's alright, gives me something to look forward to next time. So we'll deliver this and then we'll call it for the night. So thank you everyone for watching. I've really appreciated having you all here today. This is just me quitting. Give up. Throw the toys out of the cot. I'm done. Thank you everyone for watching tonight. I really appreciate having you here. If you've enjoyed today and you're not currently following, please give a follow. It's the best way to find out when I am streaming if you just browse on Twitch and figuring out what you want to watch. Alternatively, I also post these videos on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That is where you can find a lot of the older videos. They're quite a while behind because I don't upload them at the same pace they do streams. But you know, if you want to watch old video and see how this madness all happened, I'll give you a hint, madness, that's where you'd go. What else? Well, you can also subscribe if you feel so inclined, if you would wish to support my channel. You certainly don't need to, I'll keep doing the streams regardless, but if you think, hey, this is worth a little bit of monetary contribution, it would be highly appreciated. Also, there is a Discord channel in the About page, down in the links. You can join that if you want to find out what I'm up to and if you want to be involved in decisions that this channel makes in the future. There is no one there at the moment. It's a very new channel, so certainly don't feel like you have to join, but hey, look, if you want to contact me, it's probably the best way to contact me on Discord. Beyond that, we are done for today, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in a couple of days. Take care, everyone.